Hey there, it's Ivar Balai, your online digital strategist, where I help part-time home business entrepreneurs leverage their time, energy, and resources so they can focus on profit-producing activities. Stop doing busy work. So today we're going to be talking about those activities, all about DMO. And if you don't know what DMO, it's daily method of operation. Just like any brick and mortar business, you've got to have a list of activities that you're going to be doing each and every day that's going to make the business function and propel it forward. So a daily method of operation allows you to kind of systematize your day, and what I like to call just the basic level to keep the lights on is your daily method of operation so you can function as an entity, as a business, as a small business, home business. And so today I'm going to be sharing with you the three core components or three core activities you want to be doing inside of your home-based business as you add new reps, make more sales, generate more leads, generate more traffic. So your pipeline of activity is really full, so all those things can happen. So those sales can happen in the back end, but it takes these level of activities to happen in the front end. So the first level of activities you got to do is create content. And creating content can be a plethora of different things. You can do videos, article, blog posts. You can even do social media posts, microblogging. There's a lot of different things that you can do out in the marketplace to really share a message or share the level of expertise you have for your audience. And so you want to make sure that you're kind of planting seeds out in the marketplace that allows your ideal prospect or your ideal client or customer to read your content and know that they're, getting valuable information, useful information that can help them in the decision making or buying process, or essentially maybe working with you, allows them to kind of move themselves along in the sales process by seeing your content and knowing that you're someone who can help them. And so you want to be very intentional with creating your content. So a lot of people will tell you to do it on a daily basis. I say do it on a regular, consistent basis, because that's what's going to be more important. If you know that you cannot devote every single day to crank out content, don't set yourself up for failure. If you know that you're working full time or you have a very busy schedule, think about when can you consistently deliver content. There's a lot of people crushing it in the marketplace, just doing one piece of content out in the marketplace once a week, but they do it week in and week out, and people can depend on it, and so they're getting excellent results. If that's you, that's the place you are. Bang out the best piece of content. Can't be a bite-sized 200 or 300 word piece of something that's gonna be, 800, 1,000, 12,000 piece word content or well-produced video where that's gonna serve you in the marketplace for the week, and you'll be able to syndicate it, broadcast it wherever you need to, so your audience can actually know that, hey, this is the day or this is the time that she normally produces content for us. Okay, so just wanted to put it out there, as well as knowing which kind of content you want to produce, knowing the frequency of that content, when you're going to deliver that content is really important. Otherwise, don't waste your time. If you're going to do it, once a month, you're not going to get traction. But I highly recommend that you do it, at least 3 to 5 times a week, especially if you're in a marketplace where there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of people doing the same thing that you're doing. You want to get a lot of traction towards you, and having multiple pieces of content several times a week will actually do that for you. So it depends, of course, it depends on your schedule, it depends on your availability and when you can actually deliver quality stuff. I'll leave that, for you to decide, but think about the frequency, and then you'll think about the quality of your work. Second thing you want to do is you want to think about communicating through copy. You want to think about delivering copy, and that what that simply means is the words that you write to the individuals who raise their hands and says, yes, I want to learn from you. I want to hear from you. I want to learn more about what your opportunity has to offer, or tell me more about, this specific subject, or, give me more insight. And typically people opt into your email after they see your content. You have a opt-in form. They opt into your email. They get on your list, and that allows you to communicate with those individuals through your copy. And again, same thing. You want to, write to people and kind of give them more insight than what you did on a public platform, which is your blog or your video or your social media, whatever. But now this is kind of an even more intimate place where people have invited you and okayed and given you the green light to tell me more about yourself. Tell me a little bit about your business. Tell me what it is that makes you tick or what it is that you have to offer. And so you can get more personable, more intimate, and share, more background about yourself as an individual, what qualifies you as a leader and an expert, and then also, about your product, service, and good, and how it can actually benefit them and actually help them solve their concerns or issues. Because a lot of times you're just giving a lot more perspective on situations or on products or on services, or giving a lot more insight. So copy, you want to do this on a regular basis as well. Same thing with the frequency with your content. These people have said they wanted to hear from you, so they should be hearing from you frequently. And so, if not daily, have a routine of two to five times a week. You want to share with them, hey, this is what's going on for the week. Join me on a webinar. Join me on a live stream. Join me, on Twitter chat, whatever the case might be, so people can know how to interact with you, how to communicate with you, just really see you as a leader and an expert and somebody who's accessible, not just, they're another name on a list, but they're somebody who you value so much so that you're communicating with them several times a week. And I just recently heard someone say that, email could be seen as a monologue, um, and not really a dialogue. And so one of the things with email, with just creating copy and writing your list, is that you want to invoke them to be able to reply back to you. If I think about some of the times that I've replied back to emails, it wasn't because, like, they told me to. It's because the email was so good. I thanked them for the insight that they gave me. I thank them for the shift in mindset, or I thank them for taking their time to really, be vulnerable or share something intimate. And so a lot of times it's because you're just sharing of yourself, people are inclined to really communicate back with you. Or you can just flat out tell them, listen, I want to hear back from you. Reply back to this email, I'll read it and I'll respond to you, or I'll give you an update in an upcoming email. So and you can absolutely encourage your list to respond back to you or respond back on social media, because it doesn't have to be a monologue. It doesn't have to be just a one-way street. You want to have engagement and interaction and encourage that through your calls to action on your content, on your copy. Lastly, you want to, make sure that you are making connections every day. And I highly recommend that you do it every day, because this is just a real way that you're going to be filling up your pipeline of just people who know about you. Okay. When I say about connections, it's not about pitching. It's not about, spamming your link everywhere. These are going out into, the marketplace, whether that be social media, other blogs, other different platforms, video platforms, and finding people who are within your industry or who are looking for what it is that you have to have. You kind of going into those, pools of people, or going into those terrains of people, those tribes, those communities, those forms, and you're kind of hanging out and you're just, saying, hey, what's up? I'm me. I see we're in the same group. I'm a mother too, or I work too, or I have a small business too, and just make the connection of just another human to another human. I know that a lot of times people who get online to avoid this very thing. Get online to avoid people. I don't want to have to deal with people, so let me jump online. Well, the truth of the matter is you cannot build your business without people. And so if you don't want to build up the skill set of being able to connect with another person one on one or on online platform, it's actually gonna delay your results. Because I know when I first got started, one of the things that I heard all the time was that you don't have to talk about people, connect with people on Messenger and da 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 da, and you'll just be able to, sign them up in my business. But what I gradually learned was that, it kind of lessened and lessened my communication skills. And then when it became time for me to communicate with someone, I would be fumbling and mumbling and what should I say? Maybe I should go get a script, and maybe I should do that. Why? It's because I always had an agenda. And when you go to speak to somebody at the market, or if you see someone at the gas station, or if you see someone in a restaurant, you don't have an agenda. The words come up. You say hello, and you talk natural. You don't use these ridiculous, marketing terms to communicate with people. And so anything, a mentor of mine, a virtual mentor of mine said, if you wouldn't say it in real life, don't say it in online. If you wouldn't say, prosperity and abundance and all this stuff to a regular person on the street, there's no reason for you to say that online. Why? Because it comes across ingenuine. So when I talk about connection, I'm talking about just meeting people, just saying hello. It just allows that individual to put you on their radar, and you are, alerting them that, hey, you're available, you're a friendly face, you're out here in the marketplace. A lot of times these conversations lead to business, but it shouldn't start like that. There shouldn't be an agenda to start like that. And so the more people that you can connect with, about 10 to 20 people a day, the more people you're filling up in your network, right? You're more people who are alerted to your skills, your strategies, what it is that you have to offer. And then a lot of times they come around and say, hey, now I do need help. Or, hey, I've been watching you on social media. I see that you're crushing it. Can you help me now? And so a lot of times it's not immediate. Those connections don't create an immediate ROI or immediate sale. But what you want to be known for is a trusted advisor, right? As a trusted advisor, you're not always going to get paid initially. You might not get paid at all. But when people know that they can come to you in their time of need, that's when you win. That's when people will come to you. They'll know, like, trust you, and be willing to spend their money in partnership with you. And so I want you to, take those DMOs, take those three things when you're connecting with your content, connecting with your copy, and making connections, um, each and every day or on a consistent basis. Those are the three things that you should be focusing on each and every day to advance your business. So those are what I consider a proper DMO, especially if you have a part-time business, especially if you're a busy entrepreneur and you don't have a lot of time. Crafting out a schedule for yourself where twice a week or three times a week you can crank out some consistent content, be present in the marketplace, and people can count on that consistency, then you will win. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more about how to dominate the marketplace with video, how you should be generating more leads, more traffic, more sales with video, then I want you to pick up the resource that I have here. Visit evarbalot.com. You will learn more about how to generate more leads that you can handle, and that's an awesome problem to have. Thank you so much for watching. To the next video, stay awesome, take massive action, and live life on purpose. Bye.